I'm here today with House Democratic Minority Leader Scott Inman at the Cox Convention Center after a chamber meeting. And as we look ahead to the new year, we have a legislative session coming up, and I would just like to ask you a couple questions about the upcoming session. Obviously, we have a big budget concern this year. There's discussion of a budgetary hole of $600 million or more. Tell me a little bit about the issues you see as key in the upcoming session. Obviously the budget, but some other priorities as well that's on your mind right now.
Absolutely. So when you look at the fact that education has received deeper cuts than any other state in the nation over the last 5 or 6 years, higher ed tuition keeps going up because of cuts to higher ed. You look at some of our healthcare issues. From my perspective, the fact that we have 1 in 5 of our citizens that don't have any health insurance, that should be a critical need, because that not only affects our citizens, but that affects our hospitals, both in urban and rural parts of the state that are struggling to provide care for people who don't have health insurance. So that needs to be another component to it, whether that means using Insure Oklahoma or some other method. I think you'll see a lot of talk about that. Criminal justice reform, which is not discussed today, but is on the front burner for me and my caucus and several other members in the Republican caucus, trying to find a way to get smarter in how we incarcerate folks and whether or not we incarcerate them, because it's so expensive to do so, as opposed to putting them in treatment facilities. So healthcare, criminal justice, education funding, those are going to be 3 big issues, I think, this next session.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.